Steve Barilotti, Barlow, graduated from SDSU with a BA in journalism in 1988. Since then, he's become a fixture in the surf media and editor-at-large for Surfer+magazine, and more recently a screenwriter for films such as 180 Degrees South, the Emmy-winning Wave of Compassion, and Dave Rastovich-inspired cetacean-friendly film Lines in the Water. Barlow has been an inspiration to many for more than a decade. He was the first surf journalist to step back from the myth of the empty surface nirvana and ask what effect travelling surfers were having on destination communities. He was also the first surf journalist to quote my research in the surfing magazine back in the year 2000. His article, Lost Horizons, Surfer Colonialism in the 21st Century, aside from being a big problem me to be quoted in the surf media, I believe that his analysis in this article is a watershed moment in the way that surfers think about surf tourism destinations. It's a real pleasure to welcome Steve Barilotti back to his alma mater. How do you like the shirt? This is not the real shirt. I'll show you. Like Superman, it's not me. This is a original Larry Surfing t-shirt from 2002 when I went down there to meet Dr. Dave for the first time. I literally got dropped off the boat into a dugout canoe and was taken up to the beach, and there was Dave, Dr. Schweitzer, waving. Oh! And I asked him beforehand, was there anything I could bring? Was he doing that? Water medication? And he said, yes, 2 bottles of Jubilee gin. So that was our introduction. But from that moment came a lot of realizations. So I've written down a few notes. I've been given an impossibly short deadline of 2 months, so of course I was doing this last night. But I'll hopefully start off strong, have something in the middle, and strong. So first I'd just like to read a short excerpt from what's called Lost Horizons, which is surfing colonialism in the 21st century, and then a bit about how I came to surf journalism, and then hopefully there's some time for some questions. Where come I have minutes? Yes. So it began with all is clouded by desire, as you know, inspired by smoke, as a mirror by dust. Through leaves, it blinds the soul. And this is Lord Krishna in the body of Gita. And I just do that in because it gave me a good starting point. There's a lot of surfing is about desire. And that's what it tells us, desire and passion. And this little excerpt is from sort of the middle of the night, and try to read the whole thing here. But I was back in Bali for a few days to regain my cultural landmarks. After a fortnight spent boat exploring over an overlooked portion of northern Indonesia. Photographer Ted Rambo, myself, and 3 professional surfers had sailed a 60-foot catamaran 1,000 nautical miles at the top of Indonesia through shallow, bleached white waters that hadn't been adequately charted since World War II. To score a decent uncrowded wave, we endured seasickness, malarial mosquitoes, pirate threat, suffocating humidity, and the occasional warning shot over our bow from some understandably nervous survivors of a recent jihad massacre. Afterwards, I learned that the U.S. State Department had issued a blanket warning against any travel by U.S. citizens to the region. The entire trip, underwritten by Surfer+magazine, the charter company, and 2 major surfer sponsors, had cost roughly $10,000. In the space of 10 days, however, we had managed to sit down a handful of above-average surf days and survey a dozen more with promise. we passed dozens of uninhabited atolls and met naked, nappy-headed Melanesian villagers who were as intrigued with our pale, sunburned skin as they were with our bizarre mission to ride the waves breaking into fishing nets. As proof, I had a pile of damp log notes and coffee-stained charts back in the seat bag at the hotel. But the maps, and to varying degrees large parts of my account, were to be used for back reference only. I promised Ted, who maintains a strict no-tell policy on the places he explores, that I would not get any more specific than the region known in the Dutch colonial days as the settlements. Much of my job as a traveling surf journalist these days involves cleverly encoding the exact geographic coordinates of the places we discover, while at the same time attempting to give a reasonably truthful rendering of the coastline of cultures we encounter. Of course, the word always gets out. It always does. And ironically, not by us, the crass media exploiters, but by usually the same local guy who made us swear a blood oath of secrecy. Like an old prospector who's finally hit the motherlode, surfers of Stoke with steam remote locations are compelled after a few rounds back to the saloon to brag about their good luck to the wrong hombre. Maps get drawn on the back of the bar napkin, and soon another gold rush is on. End of sermon. So, I came to surf journalism as a virtual outsider. I was born, I'm reluctant to say, as a white middle-class Englander in Ontario, California, which is about 55 long, hot, swanny miles from the coast. But at St. George's Elementary School, the Catholic school I went to at the age of 11, I had a moment of lucidity and clarity when they showed the endless summer. I was 11 years old, and it had a profound effect on my life. When I saw Mike Hinson and Robert August going around the world having fun with apparently no jobs. This was a delicious read and burst of thought, especially for an 11-year-old. So it stayed from then on. I spent my summers at Laguna and San Clemente, body surfing, and rented canvas mats that you get for $0.25 an hour. Loving it. To me, the beach was better than Knott's Berry Farm, County Fair, and Disneyland. And I swore that one day I would become a surfer. Because surfers to me were like alien gods. They were older, cooler, thinner than I could ever hope to be as a chubby little 11-year-old. And I swore one day I would move to become a surfer. So after high school, moved to Santa Barbara, taught myself to surf on the rural beaches north of Barilotti. And that gave me a taste of exploring. You had to throw on a backpack and grab a board and hike it a couple miles up to Farmers Lake. So at the same time, I started reading Surfer and Surfing magazine, and especially the accounts of Kevin Knott and Craig Peterson going around the world, going to Africa, going to Central America, and France. And while I really admired people like Sean Thompson and Terry Fitzgerald and all those guys who were, the hot surfers, my real heroes were not Craig Peterson, they were explorers. Before that, they were Troy. So that's what I wanted to do in my life. I got an opportunity when I turned 21 to be a deckhand on a yacht going down to the South Pacific. I wrote a letter to Steve Pesman, who was publisher of Surfer at the time, offering my service as a traveling correspondent. As I went, I explored new places, I surfed for the first time, take pictures, and just for a nominal sum, and never heard back. So, life came, I did that for a year, came back, was basically beach, had to find work, did all the crap jobs that you do, had basically a 10-year career as a professional student going in and out to finish a 4-year degree. And when I was finally factory trained as a journalist, I got a job at surfer+magazine of all places. This was my dream job. I went up there to work in San Clemente, and I was told by my then editor, Paul Holmes, that basically my job as a surf journalist was to write the right bits around the advertising. So that was another enlightening moment about what was going on. But it was boom time. It was 1980, late 1980s. And as I wrote and became more familiar, became to know the players in the industry, I began to become aware of sort of this cozy relationship between the advertising and the editorial. And it's always existed in surf magazines. It's nothing new. And it goes right back to issue 1. It's like the guys who were advertising just noticed that their surfers, were the ones that were profiled in that issue. And at the time, I didn't think much of it. Trouble a little bit. That's the way the world operated. But as time went on, I realized that if I wanted to go on a trip, I needed to be one of the bros. And therein lies the conundrum of search journalism, which some people say is a self-canceling phrase. To be a true critical journalist, you can't be embedded with the people that you profile. And maybe this goes up the food chain to what we're having with Fox News over in Iraq and Iran and other war zones. I'm not going to get on the question. But mine had a hidden agenda, and that was to travel and get paid for it. So I went along with it and became a freelancer and hit surfing spice trails. Eventually filled up my passport with stamps from Central America, Indonesia, South America, Japan, Australia, Madagascar, Europe, and many more. But as I would go to these places, these marquee breaks, the ones that I had read about, Barilotti, G-Land, Jeffreys Bay, and these are the places that I put up on the map. One day I will surf. Going way back to the end of summer. I knew that one day I would be in Cape Town, and I would go with that cable car to the top of Cable Mountain. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be my Kingston. I wanted to be Robert Lyles. And as I would go to these places, it was 20 to 30 years after the fact, and these places had become full surferia, for lack of a better word. They had their own established culture. The places often you go to them, and they were, they had the locals. They were crowded at times, and the exploration part of that particular part of the world had evolved. They were now maturing as a surf community. But we had the direct cost of exploiting it right there. So it was like the Joni Mitchell song, "The Cave Paradise in the Critical Parking Lot." And I just felt I needed to write something about it. And as I did, I didn't find any supporting research on it until I found Jess Ponting's doctoral thesis on the effect of the Maui boat charter and the business on the islands themselves. And that gave me some real heavyweight doctoral ballast to put in the article. I felt really good about that. And so I was able to publish the article. It came out. It seemed to hit a resonant chord. And 6 months later, I ended up down visiting Dr. Dave and sitting on a log with him. And at the time, he was trying to get the surf industry involved. And the boat charter people really didn't want to know about it. They didn't come ashore at that time. They didn't encourage the surfers to do it because the surfers, there was malaria on the islands. They didn't really know what was behind the palms. And so there was no connection between the people on the islands and the great surfers out there and the surfers that were out on the boat. And I had a friend who was a boat woman, a French woman who had started surfing late in life. She had come from an inland portion of France, really not sponsored. She just loved surfing so much. She loved looking at the old magazines. She was inspired by them. And she had traveled the world. She had gone to Reunion, to Madagascar. She ended up in surfing towers and just had done it on her own. And she told me about how she would be on the boat and find and listen and support the surfers. She would show the videos, put out a little collection box that the surfers could put their extra rupiah. And at the time, I think it was about 2,000 rupiah to the dollar. So, just whatever you could throw in there, a couple thousand rupiah. And at the end of the journey, because you said, survey. Well, she come at the end of the trip, and there'd be bags and bags of empty bin tanks and beer out there. And she'd been cooking meals for these guys for all week. And everything would come off the top, and then she'd shake the box, and it'd be empty. And she told me, she goes, I used to feel such a spark for surfing. I love surfing, I love surfers, but I think it's gone, and I think it's gone forever. And that's a statement. Where did this go wrong? And that was, I believe, the impetus for writing the article. And in a way, most of my articles since then have been on that same thing. We need to look at ourselves as people, as a culture, and not putting a guilt trip on it, but we're grown-ups now, and we have to act like it. And let's see if I have something happy to do. I guess not. No. This is true surfing where you basically, right, at a certain point, you run out of your workout and you go, the end. But I will say that this is a happy note that over my time in traveling, the most treasured possession from all this travel has become my Facebook. And it's all the great people that I've met and connected with over the years, and still, and I had a chance through my job to meet all of my personal gods, all my personal heroes, and surfing's royalty. Some have held up, some have failed miserably. Others have become great humans, and a few have become friends. And I think that's the strength of surfing, is that we're innovative, ingenious, adaptable people. And we're very clever about making time for surfing, about having the resources, about doing this. If we could use our superpowers for good, not evil. Surfers truly could rule the world. And that's a scary thought. I'll leave you with that.
Okay, we've got time for one question from our
Steve, my question is, you mentioned Kuta and I forget where else, it's places that haven't developed well, but in your travels, have you seen places that organically on their own have developed in a good way?
Take a deep breath. I didn't go to Barilotti until 2 years ago. And the reason was that they had no reason to send me. It was already successful. But I would have to say, in terms of management resource, that, and this is not a fault for John, this is just an observation, is that they had really figured it out on those levels. And also another resort, longest in line would be in Sumba. The fellow who developed it down there did a pretty first-class job and integrated within the community. And so that would be my answer.
Was that something that was developed indigenously, or was that something that was developed by expats from Australia?
Expats, yeah.
So,
yeah.
No little village in the middle of somewhere remote in Peru or Chile or something that's just...
I'd have to say no. It's what I've observed with surfing is that we want to parachute in all of our creature comforts into wherever there's breakers and set ourselves up where we want to live back in the States, America, or Australia. And while that's all well and good, it comes at a heavy cost because their infrastructure is very fragile. And to provide a cold Coca-Cola or a beer, think about all the things that have to come into place to make that happen. So it's really, when I use the term surfing colonialism, I wasn't using it lightly. And in fact, we surfers are drafted in the slipstream of colonialism. And I realized that when we go to places like the Mentalities, when we go to places like South Africa, that we were literally on the spice trail. This is where the spices were killed, from the origin back to Europe. And that, we are, I have to keep remembering that surfers, we're not inherently bad people. We're not axe murderers. We just like to have fun. But I think in the beginning, we were young, we were adolescent, and we just, very focused about that. And I think the fact that all the people in the room today is really giving me hope that there's, we're all thinking on the same line. So I didn't come up with this all on my own. It was there. I just happened to write it.
Well, we've gone a little longer than we were supposed to, and I think everybody's probably pretty hungry. So we're going to break for lunch now. While we're going to lunch, if everyone who is a speaker and panelist would mind coming forward for a photograph before Fernando has to go and prepare his house to be on the slot this evening, that would be great.